That's like Show Joe.
Show Joe. Show Joe Mama. Anyway.
Show Jehoshaphat.
Show Jehovah's Witness. You're supposed to come back with something else. Okay,
Show Genroku Rako Shinju. There you go.
Nice, dude. Nice one. Right. Nice save. Hey everybody, welcome back to the MINI-Summies podcast. It's your host, Sam, the motherfucking mom. And with me is Danny Hootenanny.
Hello, guys.
And Nickel and Tuesday.
Nickel and Tuesday.
I'm the loneliest girl.
Oh, God. Anyway. So I know we said we weren't going to do a Summies like we normally do at the end of the year or beginning of the, next year for the previous year. But we're going to do a little Summies. We're not going to do a Summies, but we're going to do a little Summies, But normally, like, with the Summies, we do, like, we have, like, Oscar categories, like Best OP, Best Girl, but whatever. And then we, like, go through each category and do all that. That's how we normally do it for our year reviews and stuff. But we're just going to do, like, a top 10 of 2019. We'll go over some other things, what we liked about the year in anime and stuff like that. And I think it was a good idea to, like, we originally weren't going to do it because we were just going to do, like, our decade episode straight up. But I think it's good to talk about the year. Nick wanted to and thought we probably should anyway, because 2019, honestly, was a really good year. I think 2019 was a great year.
It was okay. Yeah, it had some good stuff.
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I got to go back and compare. But, like, man, I had a lot of fun this year for sure. So yeah, we're gonna do that, okay? And do a little Summies action. Then we actually got some of the listeners. Thank you for you guys who did that. In the participation channel, some of your lists. So we're gonna go over that right now, or not right now, but we're gonna go over that later. Go over some of your guys. Let's see what you guys picked for 2019, and hell yeah. So, are you guys, like, what, how much do you think you guys, I think I watched more shows in 2019 than I have previous years, and obviously there's many outside factors to that, like, I had more time this year than last year. I know in 2017 when I was working 2 jobs, it was definitely way harder, but, like, I don't know, I feel like I watched a lot this year.
I agree.
And by this year, I mean, when I say this year, when I say this year, I mean 2019. Yeah, Nick, you did say that. You did say, man, I've been watching a lot.
I've just been
lately.
I don't know, I've just been kind of tired and burnt out, but, I still did the bare minimum, so I got that going for me. You just drag yourself across the finish line. It's okay if you're in a 6-hour marathon, 8-hour marathon? What's a bad marathon time? Anyway, that's what I did.
That's what I did. Danny also is, like, going to school, too.
Yeah.
Like, this year, so, like, but I think she still watched a lot, even for being off the show.
When I was done with school, I fucking, like, did an entire marathon of, I think it was, like, the spring or something like that.
Right. I was gonna say, for being off the show for, like, a couple months, you still were able to, like, catch up real quick and get through a couple things, and you still tried to, like, watch some stuff when you were in school and off.
Yeah, well, I definitely wanted to watch, like, the stuff that I was hyped for, like Fruits Basket especially. So I think Fruits Basket was pretty much the only one that I was watching frequently because I grew up with that show, so I definitely wanted to see what they were doing with that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
hell yeah. So we're gonna do a little half Summies, minimum, half-ass Summies, mini-Summies for you guys tonight.
We put the sum in Summies.
We put the sum in somebody once told me.
Some, and then we each gotta say a different word or different syllable.
Oh, like in Whose Line Is It Anyway, the one word like song thing.
Or you just go on Reddit and someone types in the word
it's like
some,
the three-headed quartet
once.
or something like that.
Yeah. Whose line? We
Scenes
should do
from a hat.
We should do an episode where we're just doing that stuff the whole time.
When
Hey, I got that on the show
dude, when I
sheet,
come
or
visit,
on
when
the,
I come visit you guys, we should do like a vlog of like scenes from The Hat or something like that.
Oh man. All right, so really quick, we're just gonna take a small break right here, and we'll be right back.
Wait, when is Daddy visiting?
I don't know. I'm in the process of thinking about it.
When she feels like it. God! She's gonna come through, and we're gonna
Dude,
watch
I never DM anybody.
what is so random? Like,
What you see is what you get on Discord. I don't message.
when is Danny visiting? I don't DM anybody. I'm afraid.
I mean, yeah, kinda, you know.
Let's go over some of this real quick, okay? Links on animesummit.net. Links.animesummit.net. Okay, everything's right there for you. Spurtifer,
Sherry's berries.
Googer Purd Cursed. Leave a review on iTunes, will you? Do you please? Could you? Because
5-star
that would be great.
review.
When we get to 100 reviews, we got a little something cooking for you, okay? Also, one thing I'll also want to push here is boost the Discord server. They rolled out this thing like at the beginning of 2019 where you can boost a server, your favorite server. And if we get 4, like when you get more, the more boosts you get, the more stuff you can do. So right now we're at 11 boosts. If we get 4 more, we get 54 emojis, better audio quality, we get a server banner, a bigger upload limit for, files and shit, and 1080p 60 FPS for live streams. So, I want to start live streaming more, like shit. Like I last weekend I live streamed some games, kind of, not really. I just kind of hung out more so, but I want to be able to live stream more. And when Quokka gets settled in, he's gonna live stream more stuff too. So, boost the server, okay? Also, patreon.com/AnimeSummit. Become a patron today and get all kinds of goodies, exclusive stuff. You get first grabs of stuff we're rolling out this year. We're rolling out a bunch of stuff this year. We're trying to go hard in the paint this year, okay? So become a patron today, and you can get exclusive vlogs, patron casts, like casts only for patrons, okay? Nobody else is going to hear them. Y'all going to hear them. That's it. If you're a patron, you're the only one who's going to hear them. And other cool YouTube video exclusive stuff. And, dude, I gotta give a shout out to Tonto again or Nick should rather.
I gotta give a shout out.
Yeah.
You surprised me last night with Discord Nitro. Got that whole year, baby. Let's go.
Tonto, man. MVP right here. We gotta get Tonto on the podcast.
It was a big surprise. Like, I wasn't like asking people for it really. Like, I don't know. I was just gonna see how long I could last without it. That's why I was really pruning the server emojis. But look, it hurt not being able to use the animated emojis. I couldn't use them in other servers. I was feeling left out, and now I feel like a real boy again.
So Tonto is just. Not only have they been a long-time listener, but like a really long time, mind you, okay? Like, there's a bunch of people who have been there a long time, but Tonto is also one of those people.
I think as long as me.
Yeah, I think before that, definitely.
Yeah.
And
Wait, did we have was he one of our listeners when we were still using Slack?
No, I don't know, maybe. But, like, also, as soon as we rolled out Patreon, he was one of the first patrons. And then, like, I don't know. I don't know what it is about him what it is about us that he loves so much.
We should ask him, Tonto. What,
yeah.
what is it that you love so much about us that you just keep gifting us Nitro?
I just feel so bad. Like I want to buy him a car. Like I don't know. God, like seriously. Tonto, here's a car. Like I can't afford it. But God, we gotta get him a little something. We gotta do a little something.
We gotta get him on the podcast.
Something, yeah. Let's do a fucking. Oh man, yeah. Oh, he could be on one of the Patreon episodes or something. I don't know.
There you go.
We could.
There we go.
Yeah. So let's do our listener question of the week, our new segment on the show, really quick before we get into the main topic. This one is from...
wait, hold on a second. I gotta say something. I said it on the announcements, but I get to say it and yell at Nick from last week. Fuck you,
What
Nick.
did I do?
Fuck you, Nick, for like saying about sports anime. Okay.
I was just speaking from the heart. Okay.
You don't know what you're
The
talking
heart wants
about.
what the heart wants.
You don't
and
know
the heart
what you're
wants
talking about, okay?
lollies.
I was uber triggered from that fucking statement that you said last week. Just because I wasn't there doesn't mean I wasn't gonna listen, bitch.
Well, Danny, what genre would you delete? Oh, wait. You weren't on that episode, so there.
I
Okay.
can still say it. Can I still say what I would get rid of?
Yeah.
Isekais.
Yeah.
And miss out on all that sword art online?
I don't even watch
Chef
Sword Art
kiss.
Online, so it doesn't really matter to me. But the isekai genre is getting out of hand, and it needs to go.
All
It
right.
needs to go
Needs to
back
be-
in the vault.
It needs to be
All right.
snipped
Let's all calm
Andy
down.
Dick style.
Okay.
from that obscure Andy Dick show that lasted like 5 episodes. Anyway,
So this listener question comes from Jose Fresh, who's also one of our patrons. Do y'all think piracy is a good or bad thing for the anime industry?
it's a great thing, dude.
Oof.
You want me to start out, or do you guys want to start?
You go ahead, because you talk a lot of shit.
Because we've mentioned it before, but they've done like a bunch of articles. There's a couple on ANN where I can't call them offhand, but there was the Japanese companies and any company like Disney or fucking Hollywood. They're always like, oh, we lost $1 trillion due to piracy, because clearly every pirate would have purchased the maximum amount instead of doing what they did. And like they're just bullshitting. They're like inflating the numbers. And then, you can read up on these studies where it shows that piracy doesn't hurt sales, and in fact, it might even help sales in some situations. So, piracy builds fandom. Obviously, it's less necessary now, and that's a good thing, because there's streaming services, there's more affordable like physical copies, with Right Stuff and Viz and all that stuff. And, you can watch on Crunchyroll. There's even stuff on like YouTube. You can go to Hulu, Netflix, all these streaming platforms got anime now, but there's still reasons to pirate, because like, what if a show is really old, or like an obscure OVA or something that's exorbitantly expensive, like Angel's Egg, and if that wasn't on YouTube, like where would you find it? You know what I mean? Like, what are we just gonna like sit behind a wall and just close our eyes and pretend these things don't exist? Like, that's fucking stupid. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, if they don't want to put, if the creators and licensors and all that shit, if they don't want to put it onto a streaming service or make it affordable, then they don't want your money. So just pirate it and watch it and don't feel bad.
And you know what? I'm not even gonna try and answer the question. I think Nick answered it really well.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm just gonna say, You go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, I agree with Nick. Like, what if there was an anime that like you casually saw on like a meme or something, and you wanted to know what that anime was, but
what if you want to watch Tom and Jerry?
Yeah,
because
like,
of all the Tom and Jerry memes.
You can
actually, I think that probably is streaming somewhere, so that's a bad example.
It probably is.
That's probably like Sling TV or something.
But like, yeah, like old anime that isn't probably available, or it's like super expensive. So the only way that you'll be able to watch it is through piracy. So like on the video game, I think it's Jumpstar, where like it's a fighting game. You get to like fight as Goku and like all these other characters.
The Shonen Jump characters.
Yeah, the Shonen Jump. Yeah, and there's this one character called Nube, and he has like a demon hand, and he's a teacher. So
that's old. That's super old. Yeah.
Yeah. Hell Teacher Nube.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that character's really cool. Like, I wonder where he's from. And literally, I could not find any streaming service with that show. So I literally went to like go-go anime or whatever, like any
Yeah, there's
other
a ton of them.
piracy. Yeah. So to look for it, and I found it there, and it's hilarious. The show is hilarious. So if anyone wants to like watch a really hilarious
plus-
show, watch that.
Plus, it's like I was saying the other week, it's comforting to have those porn ads on the side of your anime.
For Kiss Anime.
Because all these unofficial websites have like a bunch of ads and bullshit on the way. So make sure you have your uBlock Origin or whatever you got going. But
So I'll just say this.
Look, obviously support the industry in whatever way you can.
Yeah, whether
Don't
it's like
just-
buying merch or something.
Don't just
or
like
whatever.
leech off of it and not, you know what I mean? Like if you can buy merch, if you can buy physical copies, subscribe to streaming services, you know, do what you can. But like, you know, within reason, it's like you're not going to be able to spend $10,000 a year on, old anime. Like, you know what I mean?
And I'll just say this. I was on eBay the other day, because I always am, and I was looking for, like, obscure DVDs and mangas and stuff like that of, like, anime and shit. And some of them, man, I couldn't even find them for less than $80, $100. One of the OVAs
Yeah,
I was
that's
trying to
insane.
find,
Especially if you've never seen it. You're like, oh, what's this? $100? Nope.
one of the OVAs I was trying to find was Crows. And I know there was a Japanese VHS copy of it. And I found one for, I think, $70. It's like 2-3 episodes, you know, and it's just, yeah. So I'll say this, and then we'll move on. Short answer is, it's a bad thing. Long answer is, it's a good thing.
No, short answer is it's a good thing. Long answer is it's a very good thing. Dude,
All
I'm
right,
like,
well said.
I'm going full Bernie on this. Feel
Full
the burn.
Well said. Well said. Waifu and Husbando. Yo, 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 yo. Waifu is Carol from Carol and Tuesday because she cute.
She is cute.
Which one is Carol? Is she the white girl or the black girl?
She is the girl with the overalls.
Is that the black girl?
Pink overalls.
Oh yeah, Carol's the one with the
With the keyboard.
Tuesday is the rich politician girl.
Yes.
She's the Oja-sama.
Man, they're
Okay.
both hot.
They are.
No, because like, dude, they drew them like stick figures. They look like celery sticks.
So do you.
They don't
Nick.
they don't got them JoJo hips.
Nick,
Hips
don't be
are lying.
Don't
to
be
me.
classist, okay? Jesus. Anyway, Husbando goes to my boy Zenitsu from Demon Slayer, and for all you
Shout
Zenitsu
out
haters
to
out there,
Onion Head from Promise Neverland. It didn't make
no,
the
fuck,
list.
no,
I tried
fuck
to
Nick,
convince
don't listen to
them.
him.
Onion Boy.
Nope.
Nobody knows who Onion Boy is. Like,
It's
you know
Onion
what he
Boy.
does?
His face looks like an onion.
Okay, anyway,
So does your face, Nick.
Zenitsu from Demon Slayer. For all you haters out there, Bruce Lee once said, "I fear not the man who's practiced 1,000 different kicks, but the man who's practiced one kick 1,000 times." So, you know, take that, shove it up your ass, and fuck your mama. Let's move on to the summies, shall we? Favorite OP of the year. Let's get our favorite OPs.
Oh
and
God,
EDs
we're
out
jumping right
away.
in. Okay.
And then we'll get into our top 10
Oh.
list, shall we?
We forgot something. R.I.P.
What?
Kobe.
Oh yeah. So Kobe Bryant. This is an anime podcast, so I don't want to get into it too much. But you know, Kobe Bryant, the famous basketball player, passed away. So it's really sad. He had that Mamba mentality. Here's the thing: even if you don't like basketball, this kind of relates to anime because he had that work ethic, right? Where you just grinding away and you're working harder than anybody, and that kind of that's like a shonen style ethic, right? Where you know, Demon Slayer, you're just busting your ass, and that's kind of what Kobe represented. So it's kind of sad. He was really young, and family members died. You know, anyway, not related to anime, and he kind of reminds me of Tezuka, right? You know, the god of manga, because he had that like insane work ethic.
Mm-hmm.
And it just sucks to lose someone like that. So
For
whether or
sure.
not you like basketball, I don't even really watch basketball, but you still got to respect the hustle.
For me, I think the whole thing was just really tragic, and shout out to the Alton
Yeah,
Valley
and
family
there's
who was
plenty
on
of
there,
other
too.
places where you can get a better eulogy and all that. So I don't want to belabor it, but it just sucks to lose someone like that in real life. So
Yeah. So this one's for you, buddy. All right, and that also to the rest of the people who were on the helicopter, and to all the families affected. This one's for you, okay?
Yep.
We love you.
Yep.
Favorite OP of the year, okay? And now we're, instead of doing NDS order, how we normally do it, we now have SND order.
SND.
Suck no dicks, because dicks are gross.
Suck no dicks. No, suck Nick's dick.
Ew. Gross. Gross.
Yeah.
It's very salty. It's salty.
Me and Danny are the bitches in the basement who just like gossip and just go everything.
Yeah, that's the sound people make after they're done.
Gross.
That's a bad thing.
That is disgusting.
No, that's a good thing. If their mascara
I bet
isn't
your
running down
dick
their
tastes
face
like
and they're
corn
not
chips.
sobbing, then
Corn chips.
don't worry, it's only smells. It's only smells.
Oh my god.
Dude, shout out to Only Smells. Careful googling that.
So yeah, we'll do favorite OPs and then we'll go into the EDs. You know what? I'm not even gonna talk about mine that much because I've talked about it enough. But my favorite opening is Mokanjio by Survive Said the Prophet from Vinland Saga, which was the first OP. It's just like they're like a melodic hardcore band, and I love the rest of their music. I love the opening they did for Banana Fish, and I love the new song they just dropped. They're fucking cool. They're just really cool. I like it. And I'm learning to play it on the bass right now, which is pretty hard, since I haven't played in like 5 years, and it's a little fast for me, but I'm learning, and that's how much I love the song. So, but I've said it a million times. So, all right, Nick, what's your favorite OP?
I changed it just now. It's the Chica dance from Kaguya-sama.
That's the ED.
That's the ED? Oh, shit. I scrolled down. I didn't change it just now. It's Dumbbells. The greatest OP of all time. Side
Nick,
chesto.
You need to start putting a little bit of respect on the artist, man. You can't just put the anime. Who's the
Dumbbells.
artist? Okay.
The artist is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay. Danny, what is your favorite?
Hold on, stop.
Pause.
Onegai Muscle by Hibiki Sakura. Okay, go ahead, Danny.
I'm pretty sure it's the voice actors who sing it.
Yep,
It is. For both of them, the OP and ED are sung by the voice actors.
Shout out to our Discord. I just added in Side Chesto, the emoji. So, just saying. Hold on. Do your guys' OPs have an emoji? No. There's no Vinland Saga emoji.
Oh my god, all
Here
right.
we
Shut
go.
up.
And Danny,
Go ahead, Danny.
Well, Danny, if you want to add the onion boy emoji, I'm all ears.
No, shut up. Go ahead.
I
Danny.
have no what.
Nobody knows who Onion Boy is, Nick.
Literally don't know who
Looks
the
like an
fuck
onion.
Go ahead.
Boy is.
Go ahead, Danny. Opening.
Mine is Touch Off by Overworld from Promise Neverland.
That's the
It's a
one that
great
goes na 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 na.
Yeah.
And then there's like guitars
And they say
stuff.
fire. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Dude, that song was one of my favorites of this year.
It's a really
Do
good
do
one.
do 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 na 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 na. It had like the saxophone in it.
It does, yeah.
So fucking
It was
good.
really good. It was really good. I do
And, yeah.
my runner up was definitely the second OP for Fruits Basket, but I think everyone knows that Fruits Basket is
No
my
runner-ups,
favorite,
Danny.
so
That's cheating.
whatever.
Sam, delete that.
Don't delete it, Sam. Don't listen to Nick. Anyway,
You're disgracing your first pick.
I'm not disgracing. I'm just picking a different one.
That's like me, on the altar getting married. I'm like, oh, I love you, honey. By the way, my runner-up was that chick over there in the third aisle.
No, you would probably be like, oh, my runner-up is that body pillow that I have over there with my favorite
and how would they
waifu.
feel about that? That would make them jealous. I wake up with a body pillow on top of my other pillow, Godfather style.
Oh, boy.
Look how they massacred my boy.
Oh, yeah.
I love
Anyway.
Godfather. Let's move on to the EDs. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Sam?
I did Marutsuke by
That one's really
Senta
good.
Millennial
Yeah.
from Given.
That
I
one's
should
awesome.
also mention that Senta Millennial did a piano-only version of the song, and on the very last episode, the ED is done by the band, quote-unquote band. So, like, yeah, I just really like Given.
You're only doing this because it has a dog in it.
No.
It's just a dog walking to the right.
No, I really like the song.
All right.
But like, Dogface Johnson. No, I'm just kidding. No, but fucking no, I do like the song. Like, and I like Given a lot. Given's fucking, it's one of my favorites this year for sure. All right, Nick.
Oh, Chica Dance. I already said it. Spoiled it.
Spoiled it.
That's the part in Kaguya where Chica's dancing and it's rotoscoped and stuff, and everybody copied it, and it was a meme for like a week.
It was on TikTok for like a month. Yeah.
It was pretty great. Yeah.
It's actually really good. Yeah.
There's probably something better, but I just couldn't. I ran out of time. I got like 3 hours of sleep, so if I do a bad job, that's why.
All right, Danny.
Mine is Hold Me Now by Carolyn Tuesday, from Carolyn Tuesday.
I like the Carol and Tuesday EDs. Those were good.
The whole soundtrack is amazing, and I've been listening to it in my car and in the shower all the time, nonstop. It's so good. I love
Hell
it.
yeah.
I love everything about Carolyn Tuesday.
Carolyn Tuesday is really good. Excuse me. I
agree.
I think I hyped it up too much for myself, so I wasn't as excited by it as like I thought I was gonna be.
When it came out, I didn't really have time to watch it. I wasn't really in the moment when it first came out to watch it, so I waited until like the second part of it was on Netflix, and then I just binged it, and
Yeah.
I'm super glad that I did it that way because it's really good.
I liked the first half better, but I liked the ending of the second half.
The whole thing just gave me goosebumps. And when that happens, that's when you know that it's really good. And even when I listen to some of the songs, they give me goosebumps.
Also,
I liked the who's the DJ? He was my favorite.
Oh, fucking
Erdogan. He reminded me
His
of myself.
episode was really funny when he like kind of went semi-bankrupt.
I think it's Ian Sinclair who Space Dandy voices him, right? Nope, just kidding. Totally different guy. Ray Chase. Okay. I don't know why I thought it was him, but anyway, dude, he's kind of he is Space Dandy because he's so self-absorbed.
Yeah. Shinichiro Watanabe's show. Our latest show. It also should also be noted that there's a lot of very, very pretty famous musicians who worked on the music in this show. Alice in Wonderland, Dan, Sarah, Flying Lotus, who was a very, very famous producer, did a lot of beats for like Beyonce and a bunch of people. Nye BRXX as one, did the singing voices of one of the characters, and really awesome show. So yeah, we'll get into that when we get into our list here. So we're gonna do the SND order, starting at 10, 9, and going up, and then halfway through we're gonna go through some of your lists. I asked you guys to go on the participation channel on our Discord and put some of your top lists or your top 10 lists from 2019, and we're gonna get it popping. All right, so everyone shut up. All right, here we go.
Shut up,
Number
Nick.
10. Shut up, Smokey. Nick is so tired, he's just being quiet, and we're just telling him to shut up.
Dude, I'm
yelling at
Yui.
Nick.
What the fuck? That's my emoji right now.
What the fuck? Number 10. I was having a lot of... Oh, by the way, we didn't put sequels just because, like...
Well, we didn't do the long sequels, the long-running sequels.
Like SAO and My Hero and Food Wars, we didn't.
If it was just like the season 2, you can do that or something.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Right.
Because me and Danny had a couple of those.
So
I did
number
leave
10,
one in, but...
Number 10, I put Dororo. And I would have probably put it higher, but everything above it, I just like better. So I mean, but I do still really love. Man, Dororo is so cool. I fucking love it. I love the story and the characters. Hyakimaru is just like, I just want to hold him.
He's the guy with the swords as all of his limbs.
Hell yeah.
Dororo is actually like the little kid. It's like Zelda, right? You're like, oh, Zelda is really good at fighting. Nope, that's Link.
yeah, right, yeah. That's Link. But yeah, Dororo's the name of the kid who travels with him. But yeah, based on Osamu Tezuka's manga, or it's like a remake of the 1960s. There's a show, a black and white anime in like the 60s, and I thought they did a really good job. I thought it was fucking awesome. It was so fucking cool, and the art style was really cool. The fight scenes were really fucking cool. Studio Mappa did really nice. So hell yeah, and actually,
You had a really good OP in ED too.
yeah, I was gonna say that's the next
thought
thing I was
about
about to say.
putting
The OP was so cool. The first OP was super cool. Cayenne by Zeovachi, so fucking cool, dude. And yeah, the ED as well. Sayonara Gakko by Amarazashi, so sick.
It had a little bit of a semi-episodic formula, right?
Yeah,
They're kind of
Yeah.
traveling across the land, like replacing his body parts.
yeah,
Or, like, earning
he'd-
them back.
He'd kill one demon and get like his leg back, and then
Yeah,
yeah,
kind
And
of
the
almost
next
like Princess Tutu. He had to get parts of his heart.
pretty
Or however
much,
that went.
dude. The part where he was like getting his spine back was like hard to watch, because like his
How
spine
do you move
was
without a
just-
spine?
he had a wooden column thing in his spine instead.
Oh man, classic
Yeah.
Tezuka.
Yeah, it's fucking yeah. But yeah, that was my number 10. Nick.
Yeah. So that was my number 9. I guess I'll spoil. So I'll go to my number 10. Was Dr. Stone, and this one I picked because, it's just that classic Shonen Jump story. A lot of energy, a lot of bright colors. The concept was interesting. They were trying to regenerate or not regenerate. They're trying to rebuild the world after all of humanity turned to stone, and they were using science, Dr. Stone, and then his lackeys and village folk, and then it's revealed like who they actually are and like where they came from and all that. And it was just a really fun time. It's just easy to watch it. Like every episode, they're building up on stuff, kind of like RPG style or RTS style, and it's just I like the characters. It was positive. It didn't get like too negative, right? It was just kind of happy most of the time. It was a little thrilling. Just a fun shonen, right? I was in kind of a shonen mood this year. Just wanted some simple stuff. So, yeah, Dr. Stone. That's my pick.
All right, Danny's number 10.
And you guys can feel free to comment. We can comment on each other's picks. I think we should.
Yeah.
So,
I just didn't watch it, so.
oh, you didn't watch it? Jesus.
I mean,
Yeah,
I did. I watched
Dr.
Dr.
Boner,
Stone.
more like.
Dr. Stone's my number
Danny,
6, but
Let's bully Sam.
why am I gonna bully Sam?
I don't know.
Leave me alone.
Sam didn't watch the Dr. Stone. All right. Yeah, and you can
Sam,
talk about
you
more
need
once
to
you
watch
get to yours.
Dr. Stone because I feel
Dr.
like you
Bone?
would like
Okay,
it.
Sure.
We need to
Boner.
insert the soundbite of Breaking Bad when Jesse's like, "Science, bitch."
God, no. All right, forgot about that. All right, go ahead, Danny.
Well, I originally had something, but it was a sequel, and I think it's gonna be ongoing. So I changed it right off the bat while you guys are talking. I did.
Oh, it was like Food Wars.
No, I had Kakaguri season 2.
You could have that if you want, because it's not too many episodes. The reason it's like we're not gonna put My Hero Academia because there's so many episodes already, and like, but if it's just season 2, I think that's fine. I don't know.
Okay, well then it's Kakaguri.
Season 2, yeah.
Yeah, season 2. Yeah, for sure.
Yumiko Jibami is easily top waifu in the last. One of the top
She is
waifus in
so
the last couple
fucking
of years.
hot,
Like,
man.
Yeah.
She's almost as hot as the Dr. Stone girls. She's just not derpy enough, you know.
Shut up.
She actually
God.
looks like a normal anime person, not like her eyes are so spaced out, like in Dr. Stone.
Well, dude, that's better for seeing predators. You
Oh
know,
God, no, that's just terrible.
Anyway,
look two directions at once.
No, I just really liked. I mean, I loved season 1. Like, don't get me wrong, season 1 was phenomenal. I think I've watched it maybe 3 times since it's been on
Jeez,
Netflix.
where do you find time to watch all this?
I find the time.
She finds the time.
I find the time.
Danny has her smartwatch while she's giving people massages, and she's like watching it on her watch.
I don't have
Somehow.
an Apple Watch.
Yeah.
And first of all, I can't even have things on my wrist while I'm massaging anyway because I use
Nonsense.
my forearms.
That's why she needs to watch the dub because she can't read the subtitles that small.
Oh, Jesus Christ. me too.
I mean, that would be really hard.
There'd be like the client would be hearing like Japanese shit going on and mixed in with some like soothing spa music. What the fuck is that? Or
It's part of the massage. Quiet down. I need to concentrate.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think season 2 really amped it up. Like it got better. With like the rest of the Jabami clan. Well, like the Bamis.
Yeah.
So I think my favorite game was with the strings, and they had to cut it off, and they had to like leave their finger.
Oh yeah, that was fun. That was cool.
That was like the very first couple episodes of the first season.
And then didn't they have like a raffle or a auction type thing at one point? That was later on.
I think they did. Yeah, I think that was later on.
They had to like secretly bid on something.
Yeah.
I just like the strategy to it, and then how it's all just like fucking like Jabami's just overpowered.
Yeah.
She's like, haha, you fell into my trap. I'm crazy, bitch. That's my trap.
I love gambling just as much as the next bitch.
Dude, Dan, if you like this, you need to also watch Kaiji
Ultimate Survivor. Okay, moving on.
Everybody take a shot. Nick said Kaiji.
All right, let's go on.
There's no girls in Kaiji, though. It's all dudes. But anyway, dude, Kakaguri is like the female version of Kaiji. Kind of. Not really. Anyway, dude. Yeah, great show,
Okay.
Kakaguri.
Number 9, I put Sarazanmai because it was Kunihiko Ikuhara's.
Sam, you got to sing the song now.
Which one?
The one they do every episode.
Okay,
when they're about to fight.
There's the ones that Mabu and Ryo does, and then there's the ones that the 3 kids do. I don't remember how it goes now. I should have watched it, but
Sam's just like saying you watched it.
I remember because like, no, I mean I should have watched like the song, but like yeah, they'd be like do 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 do, and yeah, but
Yeah.
like so it.
Well,
I mean,
it's
with
Kunihiko Ikuhara. He does that in every show. He
Yeah,
adds
this-
like repeating songs.
what I liked about it is again he takes a concept and then just makes this very stylized presentation of it, and the concept of this show is like you know desires and secrets, right? And like how much are you willing to keep your desire a secret, or do you even you know what I mean? And it was just like
Yeah, and like connecting to other people and all that. Yeah.
can you connect to other people when you're keeping that desire secret? Because what if the person you want to connect to can give you that desire? And it was just like the whole thing was presented in such a weird manner. Of course, you know, it's Ikuhara.
With
and
kappas, which are like
kappas.
frogs or something. Well, they're gods,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, they're like the
Spirits.
little. Yeah, it's like.
I'm an expert on Japanese lore. Trust me.
Japanese folklore. Yeah, they turn into these little kappas, and then they have to take the shirokadamas, which is like the desire, and these people.
They had to
would-
literally shove it up someone's ass.
they
or
had to
take it out.
someone's ass.
Well,
yeah.
whatever. Yeah, but I got up there somehow.
It kind of there's but there's this organization that's turning people into zombies based on their desires, and kind of like zombies, not really, but they're turning into these big, huge, sentient like monsters, and in order to stop them and let them pass into the afterlife, they have to pull out the shirokadama, which is out their butt, pull it out their booty, and it was really cool, and they would turn in these shirokadamas into wishes. Or when you are into these plates, and if you had enough plates or dishes, then you could make a wish. And the more they held on to that idea, they were like, well, I can make my desire come true. I can make my wish come true. And then as they go on to the show, their desires change based on, you know, growing up with each other, these 3 kids. and it was just like really cool. I really liked the presentation of it. I thought the ED was really cool too. The way it was like it was like a bunch of pictures of the city with like these animated lights going on.
Yeah, it had a good little drop in there, a little hook.
Yeah, yep. Studio Mappa, really cool. I really like it. I definitely. It's
Ikuhara's
11 episodes.
shows are all. Yeah, this is his shortest one, I think.
Yeah, yep.
But all of his shows are
How many
very.
episodes was this? Was this like 12?
11.
11?
11?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's pretty short for him.
If you enjoy watching like gay media or whatever, queer media, what I don't know what you call it, check out Ikuhara, dude. Like Utena, you got Yurikuma Arashi, you got Moaru Penguin Drum. I guess Penguin Drum is a little less of that, but most of his things, and even in like Sailor Moon, like he helped out with that. A lot of that kind of plays into those, into the LBGT, area, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to say it. Yeah.
And a lot of it's not subtle, but then a lot of it is kind of subtle. So, but it's really interesting. So,
yeah, I like it. I liked it a lot. So that's my number 9. Nick.
My number 9 was Sam's number 10, Dororo, and I pretty much agree with what Sam said. What I liked best about it probably was like the oldie time Japan like landscape. What's that era?
The Edo?
Yeah, somewhere it's like near the Edo, or it might even been, I think it was before
Meiji.
that.
It might have been the Meiji.
Yeah, it was probably before that. Yeah.
I remember it was like in between one of the.
But yeah, like one of the samurai eras, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Which was before the like 1800s, or like the before the 1900s for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, I like that era. I just like the setting for that. And when they're like finding like the woman demon, I like her the best, I think.
She was like the spider or whatever.
Yeah, the Spider Woman. I liked her plot, even though I don't remember the details. I just like the general feel of it.
Well, first she was about to kill homie, but then like as he was caring for her, she was like, you know what, I can't do this. Like I want to protect him, and it was really cool.
Yeah,
that was just one of the episodes. It was kind of episodic in a way, like Nick mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I like the concept of it and the setting. So I mean, Dororo is a great show. Everybody should check it out.
Yeah, Danny.
Especially if you like that. If you like that era.
I did like Dororo.
Oh well, then
yeah,
why
Danny.
Mad?
I just like Kakaguri better.
Everyone yell at Danny.
Yes, Sam.
Everyone yell at Sam.
What did I do?
Exactly.
Fuck you guys. All right, Danny. What was your number 9?
My number 9 is Vinland Saga.
Nice.
All the way at number 9. Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, I liked it. There was nothing bad about Vinland Saga. It's really good, and it definitely gets even better later on, like closer to the end of the season.
Yeah, I think the beginning and the end were the best.
Yeah.
There's a few episodes in the middle that were a little bit slower.
They're a little slow, kind of boring, so...
Kind of bad. Why is it even on your list, to be honest? It's a bad show.
I'm just waiting for a dub. Like, I'm sorry, I laugh at every time I hear a Viking say bento.
They only said it like once, but I just
Yeah, but
maybe
still,
it was twice.
it's like, this is strange. So, I much rather hear like English for this type of period, because it's set in Europe and stuff like that. So,
except they'd all have English accents, even though they're actually no, some of them would, but the other ones wouldn't.
Like, you can have an English accent.
The Scandinavians would sound like Bjork or something like. Bork,
if they
Bork,
have,
Bork.
well, if
That's
they
what
have like European English accents, that would definitely be nice.
Just put Ian Sinclair in every role.
Yeah, there you go.
Call it good.
Just have them do
give John Young Bosch.
John Young Bosch, yeah.
Hey guys, I'm really mad about my dad.
I'm really mad at my
I'm really mad at my dad because he died.
Well, spoilers, Danny.
Sorry.
No bento for you.
No bento for
No
me.
bento for you. All right.
We'll talk more about that one later. So
Yeah.
Hell yeah. My number, excuse me, my number 8 was Mob Psycho season 2. Mob Psycho 100.
number 8. What?
Yeah, this is really hard. I wished it was longer. That
You
was
wished it was longer? Wished?
Actually, I probably, yeah, I don't know. Everything above it, I just enjoyed more. I wished it was longer, and I don't know. The ending. I didn't think they were gonna like fight the Black Panther organization so quick. I thought it was like gonna be more. I thought it was gonna be like 20 episodes. It was gonna be a whole thing, and but oh man, I don't know. Maybe I should have put this at number 7. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I should have. I would
Too
say
late,
it ties.
can't
Too
change
late, Sam.
I can't change.
You have
it.
to
Yeah,
live
fuck
with
off.
your shame.
Live with my shame. But like,
Have Sen be yelling at like her speakers.
Dude, she's about to unsubscribe again.
I know.
R.I.P.
This was. I would actually.
Sam,
say,
there's one way you can make up for this, and you know the way. I'll type it in the chat.
No. Whatever it is you're doing right now, don't do it. Don't even say it right now.
I can't type. My fingers are so cold.
Hooling babies. But man, the animation. Holy shit.
Studio Bones killing it, dude.
God damn, dude. And it was just as enjoyable as the first season, in my opinion. And it didn't let up at all. And you saw Mob grow more, and that's what we wanted. We wanted him to grow more, and it was good. It's a good sequel. It's just as good as the first season, in my opinion. And holy crap, the fight scenes, man! It's really good. I love Mob. Mob is so good. It's really good. I don't even know how else to say it, honestly. It's just like, it's really cool. And the character progression, you got all the characters coming through. Some old, some new. Some of the guys that we're seeing that we were fighting against in the first one were allies in this one. It's awesome, man. It was fucking sweet. I loved it. Like, the progression of the whole story is going really well. I hope we can see more. I hope there's going to be more. I swear to God. Oh, my God. All right. Nick's number 8.
All right, my number 8, and I agree, Mob is great, but I'll talk about it later, probably. So, my number 8 is Wataten, An Angel Flew Down to Me. This one is a last-minute replacement. What'd you say, Sam?
A dumb show.
First of all, this show had one of the best memes of the year. You know the meme where the little girl's sitting at the counter and she puts something on the counter and she says, "Can I have something?" That's from this show, dude. Okay, right? So, have some respect. This show is great because it's about a bunch of lollies and their big sister.
Oh,
and
it is lollies.
They're trying to
we already know that
make
you're
her
gonna
sister.
like it.
They're trying to make the big sister have fun and have friends, okay? And the big sister she's not like a lolicon, but she likes cute things, and she takes pictures of the girls. It's not that creepy, okay? Trust me, it's not that creepy. It's not. It's fine, okay? Look, cards on the table. I accidentally put Hitori Bochi over here, which is also a good show, because I confused that with Hinamatsuri. It's like totally different shows. I was like, oh, I love the Alien Girl show. That was 2018, Nick. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, Wataten is the angel that flew down to save my list. That's what it is. So, look, it's a fun, cute girls doing cute things show. Great character designs. Is this Doga Kobo? This is Doga Kobo. Obviously, slice of life. You got the Miyane meme with the girl just yelling her sister's name the whole time. She's like basically the kid from Black Clover, just yelling the same thing all the time, dude. It's great. You got her little friends. They're dressing up and getting bribed by sweets. To dress up for the big sister. It's a little. It's not that. Trust me, it's not that creepy. When you watch it, it's great. Okay, so, and then the last episodes. I think it was the last episode. They had this musical that was pretty amazing, and it was a great climax. And they're trying to get her big sister out of her shell. So there you go. That's a show. Some of the best character designs of the year. There you go. GG. Did you guys watch this?
Nope.
Nope.
I had to put my lolly trash into the list. Represent.
All right, Danny, what do you got for number 8?
Now I'm going to scroll through and see if anybody else wrote Watts at 10.
God.
Please.
My number 8 is Run with the Wind. That one's the sports anime about track and field.
So it started in 2018, but it went into 2019.
Yeah.
So and it finished in 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really
Run
good.
with, sports.
Based on a manga. So this guy, he pretty much gathers a group of college students, and he pretty much tells them, so you're going to be a track team, you're going to be a track club, and we're going to run this marathon together, so we're all going to train. Yeah, no, it's really good. It's definitely less shonen-y, like there's not many like superpower moves, quote unquote.
There's not any, right? It's just a regular.
No, it's just they're
life.
just running. Yeah, it's just a slice of life kind of thing. It's definitely a drama, so it's just beautifully drawn, and it's very.
Was this production
subtle.
IG?
Yeah, it is production IG. It's great. It's awesome. There's a dog.
I watched the first few episodes, and then I thought to myself, "Lol, sports," and I had to.
That does not surprise me, Nick.
I'm just kidding. It's not. This isn't really that much of a sport. I mean, anyway.
It's
I'm
just
the
a slice
sports
of
hater
life
now.
sports.
Welcome to the haters' ball.
Haters ball.
The Chappelle Show skit.
I haven't seen
Anyway.
that skit in a long time.
I know that's super old.
My number 7.
7. Speaking of Chappelle Show.
7. Yeah. Dude, fucking all I can think of is Snoop Dogg on Ellen with Martha Stewart, and he's like shaking the drink shaker thing. The bar. He's like 7.
Dude, Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart, great combo, by the way.
They're the OTP, dude. Their show is so good. I watch episodes of it on YouTube. Oh my god. And it's like people think like it's all manufactured and shit. But it's like no, they're best friends in real life. Like
That is such an odd, thing.
He literally rolls up with his crew to her vineyard, and they all just sit like around the dining table, and she cooks everyone food. And
oh, they're smoking up.
Smoking and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Dude, I bet she can smoke. I bet she can hang with them, dude. I bet she can smoke.
They hook Martha up with the good loud, and then she hooks it up with like the skills, right?
That
so like
Pineapple Express, if you will.
It's no, dude. It's really funny. Like you have to just watch interviews of them talking about how they hang out and shit. It's so funny. Anyway, my number 7 is Fruits Basket, cause I love Fruits Basket. It's one of my favorite shows.
I don't know about that number category, but
a little shameful.
Okay, you guys have to understand. This is really hard for me. This stuff, this stuff is lower to me because I enjoyed everything above it better. You know what I mean? I just did.
You sure about that?
Nick and I did that at the same time.
Yeah.
Y'all stupid as hell. Anyway, I read the manga and watched the original when I was younger, and I really, really loved it. So I really love
Evangelion for girls. That's what this is.
Jesus, no, it's not.
That's
we
my.
already
that's my,
had.
weird.
Okay, we already had that conversation.
That's
with
my
Shocking,
buzz. That's
okay?
my buzzy headline.
I don't even know how you compare. How are you comparing them like that? Like
I don't know.
Evangelion for girls.
Because a lot of girls really like it. I don't know. Evangelion's for boys, though, right?
No, it's not. You're full of trash. I'm a fucking girl, and it's my favorite show.
Well, I mean, look, you know, there's outliers. Okay, sure. Okay,
Thanks.
I like some girl shows.
Yeah, you do. So who's really shut up. All right.
Which Zodiac is your favorite? I'm not very far. I'm only like eight episodes in.
Which what?
I don't. There isn't she like living with a bunch of
Which
Zodiacs?
character, like which Soma member is your favorite? That's cursed from the Zodiac.
Kyo. 100% Kyo.
Which one is Kyo?
Kyo is the orange top. Is the cat?
I'm so bad.
It's the cat.
What's the guy with the really deep voice and the long robes?
That's Ayami, I think.
Or Shigure?
Shigure. He doesn't have like long hair. And he doesn't really have a
long
deep
robes.
voice either.
Well, he does in English, so there.
No, he doesn't. He
I'm
doesn't have
watching
a
the
deep
dub.
voice in English either.
Anyway, one of these people does. It's a fun show. It's very emotional every episode. She's like crying every episode. Toru. By the way, Toru has an adorable character design, so good job. TMS Entertainment, nicely done. Didn't Studio Dean do the first adaptation of this?
Yes.
Yes.
Low key, TMS Entertainment is actually a pretty decent studio. Maybe not perfect, but they make some good stuff.
They did Dr. Stone, Megalobox, Orange.
Yeah,
Orange
they did
sucked,
a bunch of stuff.
Orange is bad.
Takagi-san. Oh man, I would have put Teasing Master, but I didn't actually see the season yet, so shit. That's okay.
Yeah. So
They
what
did
was your
Baki.
number 7?
All right, I'm gonna move on. So Fruits Basket, great. We all agree. Nick's number 7 is Kaguya-sama. Love is War. Now Zella is probably yelling at his earbuds right now that I didn't put this at number 1, but this was just a really fun romance rom-com type of show. It kind of reminded me a little bit of His and Her Circumstances. It's probably not as good as His and Her Circumstances, like at its peak, I would say, but for a modern anime, like it's really, really solid. The character interaction between the president and the vice president and Chica and the other character who's a weirdo is hilarious. The situations they get into, it's all about the mind battles, the psychological battles between Kaguya and the guy. I'm bad with look. If he's a guy, I don't know his name because that's just the insert for me, right? That's how this works. Am I right? Anyway, so they're both trying to like confess to each other, but like they're both tops. This show is when two tops collide. Okay, neither of them can back down. They gotta have the upper hand, right? So they gotta trick the other person into confessing, and that's the whole show. It's funny. It's adorable when Kaguya gets sick and she's like doing crazy shit in her delirium, and what's his name, Miyuki is he's trying to take care of her. It's a good show. Look, I like it. Chica she's the straw that stirs the drink. She's hilarious. Her dance at the end is great, but like even just her jokes in the middle of the episodes, she kind of breaks up the seriousness sometimes. So good show. Everybody should check it out.
Hell yeah. Okay, Danny.
My number 7 is Given.
I'm giving that a 7.
Giving that a 7.
Did you give this show a 7 out of 10? Because
I don't know. Let me see. Let me see if I did.
And this was the gay show with the gay boys in the band being gay.
I actually gave this an 8.
What? You should have put it at number 8, Danny.
Yeah, I should have put this at number 8 and Run with the Wind at a 7 because I did actually rate Run with the Wind 7.
Wow. How illogical.
Opposite. Yeah, I mean, there's really not that much to say about Given too much. Is that
didn't it like start slow and get better?
I mean,
because I watched the first few episodes and I was like, meh, not for me. And then everyone's like, wow, this was really good at the end. I'm like, well,
it's
I missed
really
it.
good at the end. The only thing that I was mad about was that there was just 11 episodes and not like more.
Notice how
Like-
both the gay shows had 11 episodes? Tinfoil hat time. I don't know what 11 signifies, but there you go.
Okay.
Why is this a good show, Danny? What's the themes of Given? Besides
Themes of-
my crappy summary of it.
Of that, it's gay boys.
And they're in a band.
And they're in a band. We
And the
can't
one
forget that
guy
they're in a
doesn't know what
band.
music is. He's like, what's a music? Now I know.
And he's all like,
I
teach
can
me.
explore my feelings.
Can you teach
for
me how to play
boys
guitar?
Yeah.
No, it's definitely real deep, especially in that first episode. So, and it's honestly like the whole, yaoi gay shit in it. That's definitely secondary because, it's really honestly about love and how the main character suffered from his ex-boyfriend from offing himself. So and that song that they wrote like literally made me cry.
Yeah, was it like episode 9? That's the only thing I know. Episode 9 was good, right?
Yes.
I listened to another podcast and they're like, great episode 9. I'm like, okay, that's my contribution to Given.
Yeah.
Was that like a concert or something?
Yeah, they went to they did their very first live gig. And that one song that they had was the only song that they had with lyrics in it, and the rest of their songs were non-vocal.
Instrumental, yeah.
Yeah, there was just instrumental. I can't wait for the movie though. I'm really stoked for that.
Yeah, it was really good. The movie's gonna be sick. All right, let's do our number 6, and then we'll get
Wait,
into some
Sam,
of the...
you had yours. You had Given at number 5.
Yep.
I'm just spoiling it. We
Yeah,
could
thanks
just
for
talk
ruining-
about it now if you already got it there, but
Yeah, well, you know what? Danny pretty much said it. I mean, it was really good because of the characters for me. The
Yeah.
characters are really good. It's a character-driven story, as it should be when it's like a drama, and it's just like, I don't know. It's the way that they were there for each other, and the way, and it hit home with me a lot in certain ways, because when I was that age, I was also in a band, and other than all the other homo shit going on in my band, there was
never
the way,
date your bandmates. That's what I've learned.
Please, yeah, take that from me. Please don't.
And
do
probably
that, 'cause
not coworkers either, because shit's going to go
Oh
wrong.
God, no. Never do that.
Yeah, and I
Now, look, if it's
I-
just friends with benefits, if y'all just porking during break time, that's fine.
other
you
than Nick, being a
Just
fart
kidding.
knocker, I definitely hurt my band members doing stupid shit like that, and I regret it. And I think that's probably why I ended up liking the show too so much, because there was a lot of that you see them on the stage, right? But you don't see us when we practice. And when we're practicing, we're either all hugging each other, cuddling, or yelling at each other, or eating food together, watching porn or something.
Or drinking
Like-
tea and eating cake.
Well, for us,
stealing
it was spaghetti.
strawberries on
For
occasion.
us, it was spaghetti and Mountain Dew. But yeah, hell yeah, a lot. Yeah, that was a weird time, but I fucking loved it, and that's why I love Given.
Sam, you still
So-
got to watch Beck.
I personally related to. Yeah, I do. I really
you need
do.
to watch Beck some.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
And
You Will
Nana.
Something
You both
America.
need to watch Nana.
yeah. Nana is what I need to watch for sure. But anyway, my number 6 was.
I've watched
Fire
Banana.
Force.
Does that count?
Okay, shut up. My number 6 was Fire Force. I love Fire Force. It's really fucking cool.
This is the David production.
Yeah, the execution was really fucking cool. It's based on the manga, same guy who did Soul Eater. Oh man, it's just the world, the lore in Fire Force, and the concept is just really fucking cool to me. And it's a spectacle, man. It's really fucking crazy. It's so cool.
Hey, you can't use it. That's my word, Sam. Only I get to say spectacle. That's my only vocabulary.
Oh my god. Can you let me do my job? I'm trying to
Yeah.
do my job.
All right.
God. It's a okay. What's another word for spectacle? It's a show. I don't know.
All right.
It's a visually fantastic. There you go. Visually fantastic, and like I don't know, man. It's
So what is it about? It's like, what is the main themes and why is it good? That's what we're doing for our top 10.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. Every time we do this, we end up just summarizing. So that's what I'm trying not to do. But like, it takes place in a world where spontaneous human combustion is plaguing the world. So like, people will randomly combust into flames and turn into these fiery monsters called infernals. And so on top of like the government's fire department, there's also the fire force, which is a special division of pyrokinetic users, those who can manipulate the flames to put out these infernals. And it's just like really tragic, right? It's like this thing. It's like cancer is to the real world, and in this case it's more frequent, actually probably just as frequent as cancer in the real world. And they burst into infernals, and the fire force, in particular, fire force is about Company 8, where Shinra Kusakabe enlists to. And when he was a kid, his mother combusted, and his brother went missing.
Dude, that one of those early episodes was sick, where like the dad sitting at the table trying to stop himself from combusting?
Yeah.
That was probably my favorite episode. I haven't seen the whole thing. I've only seen a few. I haven't caught up.
That episode in particular was really heartbreaking because that when he did become an infernal, he didn't go crazy. He just sat there.
Sat there. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, "I'm ready to go. Please just take me away." And I'm trying really hard to just sit here. And then they ended up just going, "Okay, we got you."
So how does it, like, not without spoiling, how does it end? Does it have like a satisfying ending, middle part, and all that?
You get yes. Yes, actually, this is one of the shonens where you get a lot of answers right away, and the ending gives you a lot of answers. Like, it gives you pretty much almost every answer that you're questioning. Like, every cliffhanger it leaves you on, you get an answer pretty much 2 episodes later, and you're like, oh, and you're just like, you're more excited about how they're gonna deal with that answer than you are about finding out what the answer is to like the twists and stuff. So, like, I think that's why I like it a lot, too. There's a lot of... And Shinra feeling like he was alone most of his life because there was rumors going around that he is the one who started the fire at his house and killed his mom, right? And he was outcasted most of his life because of it. And him becoming part of the fire force as a third-generation pyrokinetic really took him out of that dark place. And he found a family with his company. And I think that's another, like, great theme in it. In most shonens, that's a theme, right? Family, your friends, the power of your friends, whatever.
Power of friendship.
But in this particular case, the main character was already fucked up, and it was the other characters that took him out of it, not the other way around. Like, you know what I mean? Like how Naruto brought everyone together, how Goku brought everyone together. In this way, it was the other way around, and that's why it was fucking cool. And it just, like... when the more answers that come out too about the bad guys, you're just like, okay, like, how is Shinra gonna personally deal with this? Because he's on the top of his game right now, and I want to know how he does this. And you see him evolve, and by the end of it, he's just like, okay, let's do this. I'm ready to go. Let's go. And it's fucking awesome. It's great, and there's gonna be more, and I'm excited for it. And it's nutty, man. Some of the fight scenes are just nutty. And it showcases every character too. Like it doesn't just, there's every character has a chance to shine and show off their skills, and it's really cool. So, hell yeah, dude, Fire Force.
If I get a chance, I'll try to catch up to it. I just, like I said, I've been slacking this year.
Slack-a-lack.
It was an off year for me. My batting average went down.
So what do you got for your number 6?
I know a lot of the listeners liked Fire Force. One thing I'll say about Fire Force, though, I wish David Production would just scrap every other project and put everything into JoJo. And that's that on that. All right. My number 6 is... Oops, I was about to say Fire Force because I was looking at your list. My number 6 is Beastars. And I know a lot of people have this higher on their list, and a lot of people have it as their anime of the year. But like, fine, bully me, okay? I didn't put it higher. Yeah, okay.
Why do you hate me?
You're so straight.
Why do you hate me and Danny?
Well, that's why I like this, because it deals with it's like a subtle social commentary, right? On like
I thought we were
masculinity,
friends.
And you got two different.
Clearly, you're not, Sam, because
you got two different like opposed groups trying to live in the same society, right?
You
so
know what,
there's
Nick?
like a
Fuck
lot of
you.
metaphor in Beastars, okay? And we can't spoil it too much because it's not out on Netflix yet. It's still a Netflix jail, but this is another reason for why piracy is good. You know, if you want to be on the up and up, there you go. Netflix doesn't want us to watch it right now, so what are we gonna do? We're already paying for the subscription. It's not, anyway. Beastars, yeah, dude, it's great. Sam and Danny, you'll talk about it a little more later, but I just like the commentary of it and like how well animated it is. Same studio that did Land of the Lustrous. They do a great job on the 3D CG in this show. You can tell they put a lot of effort and care into it, and if you're a furry, you'll love the show. If you're not a furry, you'll become a furry. Welcome. The coat rack is on the left, and the drinks are in the hallway. Okay, we're gonna party. Everyone's a furry
All
now.
right.
So
So
dude.
Danny's number 6. God.
My number
look,
6
it's
is
great.
Dr.
It has a great social
Stone.
commentary. Okay, Dr. Stone.
Yeah, we kind of talked about a little bit about this already, but yeah.
Just say
Mine.
like your favorite things about it. I don't know.
I mean, just how like scary, like all of a sudden this fucking pure petrified state happens throughout the entire world. And then all of a sudden this smart ass genius fucking counted his way so that his his conscious mind would like stay awake so that he can.
That's so crazy.
Like-
It's like thousands of years.
Yeah. So but
It's so unrealistic. Like the whole
it's
show.
so
but it's great.
unrealistic and so obscure on like how it happens and everything, but I find it so entertaining on how they try to figure out how to like build modern technology.
Didn't they make a cell phone?
Yeah, they made like a telephone. I wouldn't really call it
wasn't
a
a
cell
cell phone, yeah.
It's not really a
a
cell
telephone.
phone. It's literally just like a telephone.
Because you need so much technology to make a cell phone, like and infrastructure
Yeah.
and everything.
So
They basically
but-
made like a walkie-talkie or something.
Yeah, well, like they made like the standardized first ever made like kind of telephone. That's pretty much all they made.
Gotcha.
But I'm just really stoked for the second season because it's gonna be the Stone Wars and they're gonna be battling the fucking world's strongest teenager.
Oh yeah, the Tarzan guy
Yeah.
who looks like
yeah.
he's 30.
Yeah.
Fuck all the adults, even though we look like we're 45.
So those are our number 6s. Real quickly, let's go through the participation channel and kind of see what other people put.
If you want to be on the episode, join the Discord.
Yeah.
Another incentive.
Don't be.
We
bitch.
thought about putting this on Twitter, but we're like, nah, let's leave it for the Discordians.
The Discordians. Some that Sen put huluing babies. And
That was the 5-minute Gynax short, or not Gynax, Gyna, but
yeah, Gyna. Sen put also Stars Align.
It was actually a pretty good show. Real quick, Huluing Babies had a very hilarious animation style with like the one girl just floating around the screen doing random shit. It was hilarious, but it's a short. So, look, like I said in the channel, 1/4 the running time, 1/4 the score, okay? Better luck next time.
Sen also put Stars Align, and I honestly would have put it on mine also. I just everything else shoved it out of the list there. It probably would be number 11 if anything.
Honorable
just-
mention.
Just because, yeah, it's really hard. But yeah,
That was
I really
that
did
was the
like
show
Stars
where
Align.
everybody's parents were like abusive
terrible.
Dude, but the problem is, like, look, Stars Align, it didn't end.
Yeah.
And it won't end because there's no source material.
We do
and they
have
don't
a
have a
list
second
of,
season confirmed.
We do have a list of honorable mentions, too, and a lot of people have some of those honorable mentions on their list. Like,
we can
Wormy
just say,
Wormy put Astro Lost in Space.
I thought about putting that one. That was a fun show. It was a good thriller.
Yeah. All Maidens of Your Savage Season was another one Wormy had in their number 6 spot.
Yeah. Old Maidens, a lot of people really like that one. That's the Mario Kata drama with, like, girls and boys going through puberty.
Zayla being one of the most, like, sensitive men I know out there. You know, he's got Kaguya-sama as his number 1, Oh Maidens as his number 2, Dumbbells as his number 3, which I'm sure he loved because he also is
he
like,
lifts dumbbells, bro.
Yeah, he lifts, man. He's Zayla. He goes to the gym. He gets ripped. He got Run with the Wind at his number 4, pretty good. Like, he got Demon Girl Next Door on his number 6.
Oh yeah, I kind of like that one, but I never ended up finishing it.
I don't think I finished it either.
Dude, shout out to Bookworm, one of the only people to put Bookworm.
Zayla did put Demon Slayer at his number 8 because he didn't enjoy all of it like you and I did, Nick. And he really likes, certain parts of it, but what else?
Let's look for Udinger.
He put Castlevania as his number 6, and he put The Witcher as number 8.
The Witcher at number 8 was fucking hilarious, dude.
The Witcher.
Dude, that would have been like my number 1. That was a fun show. Anyway, toss a coin for your Witcher.
Shout out to Udinger. He's one of the mods on Discord.
Number 3 is Frasier.
Yeah, Frasier.
I still think The Witcher is funnier because, like, it did come out that year.
Right,
like,
yeah, right.
Oh, that could be an anime.
That'd be a sick anime, though.
It would.
Yeah.
The old Razzle Dazzle, he put on his number 7 spot, he put Boogie Pop.
Oh, yeah, Boogie Pop and Others.
I love Boogie Pop fandom, like the concept of it and the character.
The original novel was really good, apparently.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it. Maybe if they do the sequels, maybe those will be better.
I heard it was like Rocky. It had a lot of mixed opinions on it.
Yeah, I
watched the first few, and I'm just like, not for me.
Yeah. So shout out to Razzle Dazzle. Ethan from the Weebology podcast also took part. Thank you, Ethan. Shout out. They got...
Yes, go listen to the Weebology podcast. They are awesome.
They got a lot of shonen. Their whole list is pretty much shonen stuff, which
actually
is okay,
it is.
Yeah,
because he's a
That's
shonen
awesome.
snob.
Yeah, Kengan Ashura, they got at their number 8.
That one keeps popping up on my Netflix.
Yeah, we're gonna review that. We're just waiting to do a Netflix app.
It's like an MMA style fighting type thing.
Yeah, it's like Baki, but not as ridiculous.
That's what I love about Baki, though.
Same.
I know.
Listen to Nick and my Baki rant episode.
Baki review, yeah. He got One Punch Man season 2 on there, which is...
Oh, that was controversial too.
It was controversial a little bit because they changed studios or whatever, right?
JC staff.
But Garo was so cool.
Yeah,
the villain was so awesome,
and the King was pretty funny.
Yes,
he would keep beating Saitama in video games,
and it wasn't like the animation wasn't that bad, like compared to what we got before, maybe. But the animation was really good. They tried to...
No, it was pretty bad. Dude, compared to the first season was god tier.
Yeah.
That's why people didn't... That's like comparing Fooly Cooly to Fooly Cooly. Well, no, it wasn't that bad, but it was just a step down, People were expecting the same quality.
No, I get it. It's kind of like why if you can get a large soda for the same price, why wouldn't you just get the large, But yeah, no, he put that as his number 7, so obviously it wasn't super high up there. But Tonto, shout out to Tonto again. He put Miru tights.
I will defend all of Tonto's list.
Look, let's just get this out of the way right now. Miru tights, anime. That
was a short. I liked Miru tights. It was like
anime of the year
show. Yeah.
Because I'm into Lingerie.
I haven't even heard of some of these. XL Jushi, Kandagawa Jet Girls. Are these
Kandagawa
shorts?
Jet Girls? Kandagawa Jet Girls was that It was that one with the jet skis, the water jet skis racing with the chicks.
Wave Race 64.
Yes, exactly that. Actually, that's actually not wrong at all. Yes.
He put Why the Hell Are You Here, Teacher? A lot of people like that show.
He put Magical Senpai.
A lot of people like that show too. I don't know,
I liked it too.
Maybe I'm being a little complainerino.
He did
Maybe I
put a
should
little
them.
devil emoji right after he put his list. Because these are that's really funny though. And then let's see. Let's go down a little bit. Ethan and I
Sean put
Shane.
Sean. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
doing, man?
I can't
Rub's
read
head.
right now.
Let me
What
ask
is
you
it-
something, Rick. What do you think
What
Laura's
is
doing over there?
English
What about Dale?
right now? What is English right now?
Dude, hot take. Best season of Walking Dead, season 2. Okay, never mind.
Shout out to Sean. He's a patron also. He put Miru Tights also at number 10, but he put the little Toru smug emoji afterwards. He put Promare, but then he said if Promare doesn't count, Carolyn Tuesday.
Because movies are separate.
He also put All Maidens of Savage Season in the upper 5. JoJo Part 5 is number 4.
Yeah, JoJo obviously would make it, but I didn't want to include the long sequels.
He actually got Dororo at number 2. And and he really liked it. I remember we were talking about he really liked it. And he put Vinland Saga as his number 1. Then we go down. Robbot. He put Promised Neverland as his number 1.
There you
Demon
go.
Slayer.
I bet
Dr.
he would have picked Onion Boy as best boy.
He's got all shonen on his except number 10. Well, yeah, he got Fruit Basket at number 10.
Fruit Basket's not a shonen.
Yeah.
That's like Shoujo.
Shoujo Mama. Anyway.
Show Jehoshaphat.
Show Jehovah's Witness. You're supposed to come back with something else. Okay, you fucked up.
Show Genroku Rako Shinju. There you go.
Nice, dude. Nice one. Right. Nice save. Okay, let's get this last one in. Shout out to the mod Ed. Ed
Or
dude,
Ara. It's Ara, right?
a Raging Aztec. Yeah.
You guys always call him Ed, and I'm like, who's Ed?
A Raging Aztec. A-R-A,
I only know
Ara.
screen names, okay?
Ed is his real name. Get it right, God.
Look, I only know
Yeah,
screen
Nick
names.
doesn't know names. That's his whole thing.
And hair colors. I just
And
realized
hair colors.
his avatar is Golden Boy licking something.
He actually put Slime as his number 10. Oh, no, he said in no particular order. But yeah, he put Slime on there. Vinland Saga, Fire Force, Demon Slayer, Dororo.
Yeah, a lot of repeats. Got a lot of Demon Slayer.
Kaguya-sama. He also put Kaguya-sama on his, along with Zayla and Nick. So shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for doing that. I am going to.
I got to give
this.
myself a shout out. I was telling Sen to cut Stars Aligned from her list, and I'm like, look, more like Stars Aligned.
Yeah, that's fucking funny.
Oh, that was my best joke of the week, probably.
No, it was
Just
hilarious.
patting myself on the back. Okay.
Yeah, no, it was sick. So let's get started on our number 5s and get this out the dough, shall we? My number 5 is Given, and I already kind of talked about it just a second ago. So, but yeah, I love Given. I think one thing I'll say about it, and then we can move on to Nyx, is aside from the gay stuff, like Danny said earlier, that a lot of people will see it and be like, "Oh, it's another
yaoi."
It's another yaoi."
But it's not.
But there was a bunch of straight dudes in our Discord who watched it and loved it. So that should tell you it right there. Like, people keep
not
saying
straight
that,
enough, if you ask me, dude.
Okay, anyway. People keep saying, people have this idea that it's like because something is gay that they're not going to like it. And it's like, how are you going to know if you don't just fucking watch it? And, I don't know. It's a dumb
It
argument.
has to be top shelf for me to watch.
Yeah, Nick
like,
is just
certain
super
things,
hetero, so, I mean, he doesn't know anything.
Dude,
but
if it's not at least as good as Shogun Roku Rako Shinju, sorry, not making my cut. Okay?
Yeah,
if it's
well,
not at least as good as Utena, better luck next time. Okay?
Notice how all the stuff that he's listing are girl stuff.
Yep.
And fucking Nick
there's
is
gay-
so fucking straight.
There's gay stuff in there.
Hetero.
I know what you mean. Yeah, like lollies and stuff. Yeah. No, Beastars was totally a girls' show. You got to admit that. Come on.
All right. Aside from
Okay.
Nick not knowing anything, what's
Aside
your
from
number
me
5?
gendering every show, but look,
What's
they
your
do
number
a target,
5, Nick?
they
What's
have
your number
target
5,
markets,
Nick?
okay?
What's your
That's
number
target
5,
market.
Nick?
My number 5, surprisingly, is a show about Lil Lolly and her little show to friend, and they're trying to invent stuff and save the world. It's Spice and Wolf Petite, basically. This is Ascendance of a Bookworm.
Ugh,
Aired in the fall. A great show
such
about
dumb
a
show.
little girl named Mine who gets isekai'd. Good thing Danny isn't in charge because it wouldn't exist otherwise. She gets isekai'd because it's an isekai, kind of. It's more like a fantasy, but anyway, she gets trapped in this little girl's body, but she has the knowledge of like an adult, basically. So I guess you could say that's creepy, but not really because there's no romance. But anyway, look, she's inventing everything. She invents shampoo. You know, she meets up. She joins up with this merchant guild, and eventually the church. And she's just trying to survive, bro. She's got the devouring. Okay, we talked about this on the fall episode. I gave it a little more, but look. A Sense of a Bookworm. If you like Spice and Wolf, and you like, a little bit of lolly suffering, but not too much, and you like cute character designs and strategy and good dialogue, then you should definitely watch this. This is a great show. Sentence of a Bookworm. Boom.
Okay, Danny,
It's
what's your
okay.
number 5?
It's okay. My number 5 is Promise Neverland.
Yeah, Promise Neverland's good.
Oh yeah,
The
Promise
butt
Neverland.
clencher. The butt clencher.
This is my number 4, so we can go straight to Nick's number 4 after you talk about this. But
This is my number 3. They're all interchangeable.
I call it. Me and Trevor were calling this butt clencher the anime
Because it is.
because it is, man. I was like, shit, dude. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
this
it.
is about the
Like-
orphans in the orphanage.
and then
and they discover a deep dark secret. It's not much of a you learn like real fast in episode 1, right?
yeah,
That
pretty much.
they're being harvested for these big like demons or big monsters that are eating them for their brains and all that. So like they have to discover, the secrets about all that and how to escape from the orphanage, and who can they trust and all that. And you got the what's her name? What's her name?
Sister Crone,
There's Crone, and then there's the other one too, the main one.
the main mother of the house. Yeah, I forgot. Let me see. Let me look at it real quick. Oh, Isabella,
Isabella, yeah.
Isabella. Yeah.
And she's a great villain too. So Crone and Isabella are really good villains. But yeah, it's a thriller, right? It's a butt clencher. I think this is another shonen. This is in
it
Shonen
is.
Jump
Yeah,
probably.
it's currently going in Weekly Shonen Jump right now. Yeah.
It's a mystery, horror, psychological. Yeah, great show. Onion Head, best boy.
No one knows who that is.
And Phil?
Like,
Phil just like mugging the camera with his like derpy smile, mouth
Yeah.
always hanging open. His brain probably doesn't taste too good. You know what I'm saying?
And yeah, they're being harvested based on their like intellect too and shit.
Yeah.
So like, and they're not in their physical prowess. So it's like it's really like while in the orphanage they take these classes, for super intelligent kids and shit. And Norman's like really smart. Ray is also like really knowledgeable about a lot of things, and he's very observative. And Emma's like really athletically.
She's a survivor.
She's like. It's almost like Ray is like a Ravenclaw, Norman is like a Hufflepuff, and Emma's like a Gryffindor, kind of.
Oh my god. Yeah.
If
A
you're
little
into
bit.
Harry Potter.
Dude,
Yeah.
what about Phil? Phil Slytherin, probably?
Nobody cares about Onion Boy. Shut up.
No. I wouldn't say Phil is Slytherin.
I'm just kidding. I don't think any of them are.
No.
The monsters
he
are
wasn't being
Slytherin.
serious.
Slytherins
he just
are
wanted to bring
evil.
up Onion Fucker again. God.
Wait, which one is Anna?
She's...
I'm just scrolling through the list.
She's that bitch. I don't know.
She's just in there. There's like
She's
three
one
main
of-
characters, right?
she's one
It's
of the kids,
There's
yeah.
a lot of kids and like three main ones.
I was only talking about the three main characters, and you brought up Onion Bitch again. Nobody cares about Onion Bitch. Nobody cares who Onion Bitch is.
I liked Connie just because she had the stuffed animal. But yeah, I won't say
I like
anything
how
else.
Nick gives me shit for side characters, and that's all he's talking about is side characters right now.
Dude,
Anyway,
this show is great though, okay?
yeah, it is really good.
The parts
really
where like
good.
the kids are trying to hide stuff from Isabella, but like and Cronin, like but they know, but they don't know, but they know, but they don't know. You know?
Yeah,
And like there's secrets, like Isabella's hiding secrets from like Ray and Norman and like the kids can like remember stuff from when they were super young. a little bit.
Yeah.
And just like the way they try to survive. It's fucking great, dude.
Yeah, and then when they turn 12, that's like when they take them, right? Unless they realize that they're not going to progress anymore, then they just take them to the, the outer world is what they call it. But it's really good. It's really good. So that was my number 4, Danny's number 5. So what's Nick's number 4?
My number 4 is Vinland Saga. So this was another fall anime. Well, Promised Neverland was winter, but this was fall. And I think it was summer going into fall. Summer going into fall. And this was like a semi-historical show about Vikings near Wales and Iceland and all that. I'm so bad at history. Anyway,
based on the epic Norse story, the Vinland Sagas.
Yeah, and you have characters interacting together where they might not have in history, but they got to throw them into that story, so it's cool.
Yeah.
This was just like a fun action adventure revenge story where it was a little bit like Berserk in the sense that you had like a king that was trying to learn his place in the world. What's his name? Who's the king? The long-haired blonde guy.
Canute.
He looked a little bit like Griffith too, but he's let's just say he's not like Griffith. But anyway, he looked a little bit like him, and so he was trying to find his place. And then obviously you had Askeladd, you had Thorfinn, Thors, Torkel. You had all these characters who those were like kind of the main characters who are traveling across the land trying to like set up these dynasties and rule the land and their people. And Thorfinn's trying to get revenge for Askeladd killing his father, or like he kind of cheaply killed his father. So
yeah,
which happened very early in the show. It's not that much of a spoiler, but
the big thing about it is that I want to say this too because a lot of people get confused about it. The actual story, the Vinland Sagas, is about Thorfinn and Leif Erikson finding the land of Vinland. Where, as the creator of this show, the guy who did the manga, let me find his name. I want to say his name because it's important.
Makoto Yukimura.
Thank you so much, Makoto Yukimura. He basically wrote this story to be like a prequel to the actual story of the Vinland Sagas. So you're seeing Thorfinn as a kid growing up and going what he went through to become who he was to the point where he finds the land or whatever. And this show covers like the first like 4 volumes. So there's actually like
there's a lot of volumes. It's pretty long. Right?
Yeah, it's actually still going, which is the thing right now.
Can I just say that Makoto Yukimura was the original creator of Planets, and I think
Planetess?
Planetess, yeah, Planetess.
Hell yeah.
You gotta pronounce it like that, otherwise people you don't know what they're talking about.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, dude, Planetess is fucking great. That was from last decade, though. That was from 2003.
Mm-hmm. So, that was another manga he did also. It's really fucking cool. Yeah, It's Vinland Saga is just really sick. It's really cool, and there's actually 20-some volumes, and it's still ongoing. So that should tell you something. Like it's been going on for a long time. But yeah, dude, that was your number 4. What was
that? Was my number 4.
What was Danny's number 4?
My number 4 is Demon Slayer.
Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Ooh, we're getting to it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. I know you didn't enjoy it as much as me and Nick did. But
well,
yeah,
okay, so
even at your number 4 spot, it's a pretty good spot.
Number 4.
No, I didn't say that I hated it.
Number 4 is still a good spot.
I just said when it first came out, because when it came out, I was in school. So.
Oh yeah.
And like I think I watched maybe the first 3 episodes or something like that, or the first 5. And I couldn't really focus because I was in school. So, and then when I took my temporary leave and stuff, and then I remember when I was done with school, because I was talking to you, Sam, about this when I was catching up with all the anime for when I came back.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried watching Demon Slayer again, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? I have no idea what's, like, I tried to, like, leave off, like, continue where I left off, but I had
Rookie
no
mistake.
idea. I really had no idea what I was watching. Like, I was so lost. So I literally kind of just waited until it was close to being finished. So I believe I waited until episode 23 came out. And that's pretty much when I binged the whole thing. And that's when I started to like it.
Yeah.
Because I watched it, I pretty much just binged it. And I was enjoying it because I knew what was going on.
It's a good binge show.
It really is. I might even fucking rewatch it because it's so good.
I feel like I need to rewatch at least the first half or 2/3 of it. But like this is the kind of show that's like it was so like overhyped on Twitter and, you know, social media and everything. And it's probably going to win Crunchyroll Awards because it's the most popular. But like, it's one of those things where you can never live up to the hype. So just keep that in mind. Like, we're recommending it. And everyone's be like, oh man, so great, it's so popular, blah, blah. Like, nothing ever will live up to that hype, you know what I mean? So just go in, enjoy it. It's a great shonen. Agree with Danny?
Agree with me, or else.
Everyone agree with Danny. So that was Danny's number 4 or 4? Number 4, going to the stove.
Number 4.
Throwing it down on the dough, on the flow. My number 3 was Beastars.
My number 3 is Beastars as well.
Did we just become best friends?
Yep.
You want to do karate in the garage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yup. You want to go do karate in the garage? Yup.
Add that clip in there, Sam.
Fucking Beastars. Look, I know we have this running gag on here that I love Animal Face Johnsons.
And it's
which
true.
Which is true. Okay, shut up. But it also, okay, let me just explain this really quick. I don't want to drag it out too much, but so
I was born in 1990.
Okay, shut up. I was, but shut up for a minute. The reason people, I got a couple questions this past weekend about why I say that. Because I started calling my little brother Paco, who's a cat, my mom's cat. I started calling him a cat face because he's got fur coming out of his face, and if you measure from one end to the other, it's almost like half a foot long because he's such a furry bastard. So I started calling him the cat face. I'm like, get out of here with your cat face, right? And then my mom started calling her dogs dog faces because I started saying that. So then when I played Vanguard competitively, there was this clan that came out called Great Nature, and you build your deck around a clan, and it was called Great Nature. And it's just a bunch of animals. So I was like, oh my God, check out this panda face. Check out this crocodile face. And I just kept going on and on. And my friends were like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, dude, fucking Catface Johnson, dude. Look at this. And I just started saying that. So that's why I say that. I know it's a running gag that I love Animal Face Johnsons.
And Joanne's. Can't forget
and
Joanne's.
But Beastars is like legit fucking... Oh, man.
It's so good.
I was on the edge of my seat a bunch of times. It just like it's a mystery drama kind of...
Slice of life.
Kind of coming of age.
Yeah.
Maybe not so much slice of life. Maybe a little bit.
Well, you guys interrupted me when I was trying to say what it was about. Shit.
Yeah, because your explanation was they're fucking furries. If you're a furry, you're gay or something like dumb like that.
Yes, but actually no. It's the meme. No, dude, it's a metaphor, bro.
But no, Nick is
for
right. Nick is absolutely
and stuff.
And we said this. We said this on a recent episode, didn't we? But yeah, it's like if you've seen Zootopia, it's like that. It's
it's the adult Zootopia.
Carnivores and
is that on Disney Plus? That's got to be right.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Okay, I should check that out.
You really should. It's really good.
I haven't seen like any of the new Disney stuff.
Shout out to Judy Hopps, the only cop that I like.
And the cheetah. What's the cheetah's name?
Oh, I forgot. He's a big fat cheetah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No, like they're trying to have carnivores and herbivores live together in harmony, and it takes place at this school called Cherryton Academy, and where they go to school together, and it's just like there's still a bunch of prejudices set up, you know. And then you have the main character Lugosi, who's just trying to not give in to his predatory instincts. He's like trying to keep to himself, and then he meets Haru, the bunny, who's an herbivore, and he's just like, why am I feeling this way? Why am I getting huge boners and wanting to eat bunnies and shit?
Oh, and she's ostracized too because she bangs everybody's boyfriends, pretty much. But she's like, that's what I do. I'm a bunny.
Yeah, and there's reasons for that, but like
there's other
like
reasons. Yeah.
It's a good show. It's really good. And Danny's reading the manga right now.
It's so
and
good.
I love it, man. It's you guys should watch Beast. It's coming to Netflix in March, so you can watch it then. But obviously, me and Danny and Nick, we're on a podcast, okay? So, but
I had to know, like, when it was airing in Japan, I watched like the first 4 episodes that were already available. I loved it so much that I needed to know what was happening. So I really I read the manga and I'm so far in, and it's getting so good. Oh, I can't wait for it to be animated.
And hopefully it does really good. I think it did do really good in Japan, obviously, right? So hopefully they'll make more because there is way more.
Yeah.
But yeah, Beastars is really good, and it's for CG anime. I barely noticed it, honestly. Like they're getting better at it, I think, and I can tell. And it's the same.
As long as they don't mix CG with not CG,
Studio
Orange, the whole thing is that. So
Studio Orange did the animation, and they did Land of the Lustrous.
Yeah.
And that's what I said earlier too. So there.
Yeah, Nick said that too. Yeah. Sorry, Nick. Everyone apologize to Nick right now.
I just like the struggle. The carnivores got to hold in their instincts, and the herbivores got to be scared because it's like, fuck, they could get eaten.
And then some of them.
But then it's like, is it right to to stop the carnivores like that? Don't know.
Right. There's a lot of identity, like.
Yeah, identity. That's a good one because Legoshi doesn't know what he wants. He doesn't know if he wants Haru the bunny to be his prey or his girlfriend. And then you got the deer guy. What's his name? Deer
Lewis.
boy? Lewis.
Lewis.
Yeah. Lewis, yeah.
He's a herbivore that wants to be a carnivore, and he's got that identity conflict too. So then there's a bunch of other characters too, like Lugosi, like the other wolf that talks to, or that meets Lugosi later on, and his carnivore friends like the tiger and the bird and all that. They go to the black market. And,
They have such plain Jane names.
Bill.
That's the tiger's name. Bill.
Bill draws 2 cards from the top of my deck. What does that
Bill,
do?
Dude.
Pot of greed. All right.
Yeah, Pot of Greed.
I was combining Pokemon and...
yeah, I was going to say, Bill and Pot of Greed. Oh, man. But yeah, no, Beastars is really good. Beastars is really good. So that was my number 3. Oh, and that was Danny's number 3. So what's
it's great because it's a metaphor. It's not like directly in your face. It's like, oh, we're humans living in this direct society. I'm directly afraid of blah, blah, blah. Like...
Right.
It's under the surface a little bit. You got something on the top of it to look at. That's what I like.
So we'll go to Nick's number 3, and then we can go back to my number 2. What was your number 3, Nick? The Promised Neverland.
Oh yeah, The Promised Neverland. Did I already say my number 3? Oh, I said Vinland Saga was 4.
No, we're going to your number 3 now.
Promised Neverland. We already talked about this one a lot. I really like the atmosphere and the world building and the mystery of it.
Oh, I didn't say that. Yeah, the world building is really good, actually.
And I really liked the conclusion where Isabella finds out what's happening and she's like suspicious of them and without spoiling,
then it starts
like,
becoming a battle of wits, right?
It's a battle of wits. She like takes certain measures to dissuade them and all that. But like the kids have every reason to try to escape because they're gonna fucking die if they don't. So,
right.
But she is also aware of that because it's like she has that struggle too, where she like really the only hope to survive in this world as a human is to be a female so that you can be a mother, and then B, you got to be like really like you got to have that survival instinct. You know, you got to do everything you can.
And when Nick says mother, he means mother of a house. So they hire you to be a mother of a house. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Mother Isabella. Yeah.
And so yeah, I really like that last few episodes where you know you got the interplay between the four main characters. It's like Norman and what's his name, and then Emma.
Ray and Emma. Yeah.
Yeah, and so like I really like that, and then you know how Isabella's chasing them, and just like the way that it ends, and like the scenes and the music all playing together. So it was really good. I liked it. So I know some people had problems with it. Did you, bro? Didn't like it, but you know we can't agree with everything.
That actually, I'm really glad that Nick said that. Those last 4 or so episodes was very much like, how many steps can these 3 kids get ahead of Isabella, and how many steps is Isabella?
Yeah.
Ahead, you know what I mean? It became very much like, are you smarter than a 5th grader? The anime, like.
I'm excited about the next season 2.
Yeah,
is that coming out this year?
Yes, I believe so. Yes. So Danny's number 3 was Beastars, and we talked about that. So with her, so my number 2 was Demon Slayer, and
let's go.
Other than there was a lot of people in our Discord who kind of, and maybe it was just, I know Zayla said it, there's a few others who were just like, no, it just got really good when they went to the mountain and fought like the Rui.
Oh yeah, the Spider Clan, yeah,
his family or whatever. I enjoyed all of it.
Yeah, I liked all of it. Like even from the first like few episodes, honestly.
Yeah.
The backgrounds like art in this was phenomenal. Like especially when he's going out to start training. It's like the 5th episode, and it's like that was fucking gorgeous, dude. He's just walking across the countryside.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is a good show already.
Yeah, dude. Like it freaking. Yeah. But like it's so good. It man, dude. Just watching Tanjiro evolve.
He's a good boy.
He's so awesome. Tanjiro's such a badass. Like each character is kind of a badass in their own way, but I mean, oh my god, dude. The animation, like the animation director, this was their first like thing. Like
oh yeah, Studio UFO by the way.
Yeah, UFO
or UFO Table. They did the Fate series and the what do you call it, the Nasuverse. They also did a set of movies. God, I watched them. 7 movies. Shiki is the main character. I can't remember the name, dude. Anyway, great movies.
Oh, Kara no Kyokai?
Yeah, Kara no Kyokai. Guard of Sinners. There we go.
Yeah. Masaru Kimura is the animator you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Oh, my God. Demon Slayer is just really good. It's really cool. I really like it. It's all on Hulu. You should just watch it.
I think it's on a lot of places, right? Or is it
it's
just
on a lot
Hulu?
of places. It's probably on Crunchyroll. Yeah, definitely on Crunchyroll VRV.
Sidebar, if you don't like piracy, check out because.moe to find out where to legally stream stuff.
There you go.
It is on Hulu, Crunchyroll, and VRV. I think Funimation probably. Yeah, it's on a ton of places. So.
All right, Nick, what is your number 2?
My number 2 is Mob Psycho 100 Season 2. This was your number 8. And there's like a ton of great reviews on this. Mother's Basement had a great one on YouTube. Search that up. But Mob Psycho is, I think it's also Sen's like number 1 favorite anime or somewhere in there. But yeah, it's actually a lot of people's favorite anime, like one of their favorites of the decade. And I put it at number 2 because like it came out a little earlier in the year. I think it was like winter or spring. And so like the growth of Mob and Reagan was just really fun to watch. Like Reagan is like, you know, he's like the scoundrel with the heart of gold, and he's kind of he's the what do you call it? The guy who I can't think. I'm so tired. I can't think. The guy who tricks people for money, right? There's a word for that.
A con artist.
Con artist. There you go. He's a con artist. And Mob actually knows that. He like realizes it the whole time. This is like a slight spoiler, but like he still accepts him for it, and he still enjoys Reagan's company for different reasons. And just the way that Mob is like so kind and like willing to build up his own life. Even it's kind of like Mob Psycho is like one of the main themes. Is like even if you have certain like special abilities in life, like maybe you're really good at one, you have like one really good skill, or you're like way above everybody else. It still doesn't mean that you're gonna thrive, right? You still got to like live in society, and so Mob has to figure that out. And like this season was probably a little less comedy focused than the first season, I think. I would say so. The first season was had a little more comedy. This one had a lot more like action and like serious moments and a little more drama. And like even early on, like those first few episodes where he's helping out the girl with her story that she was writing, and her friends were kind of like bullying him and making fun of people who did that, and he's like, wait, why would you throw away your story? Like that was like a really touching moment, and then like the haunted house that they had to decontaminate, and like they didn't want to do it, and it's just the way that like Mob has so much, and Reagan actually have like so much empathy for everybody. I don't know, and plus this season 2 ties together the broccoli imagery in the first season. If you watch the OP, there's a big piece of broccoli in that opening. Okay, it all comes full circle in season 2. Big piece of broccoli.
Big piece
Coming
of broccoli,
up
dude.
In the climax of the finale. I won't say how, but it's fucking great. Studio Bones did really good animation. Some of the best fights of the year.
Bones.
But again, it's all about Mob and Reagan and the folks around them. Just crushing it, dude. Just crushing it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see more of that. I'm excited.
The current MAL score is 8.88.
Sheesh.
Which is funny because that's the lucky number in China, Chinese New Year.
Which, by the way, happy Chinese New Year to all y'all.
Well,
who celebrate it?
Not at the moment. Coronavirus, dude.
Oh God, don't say that, dude. Fucking A. Yeah, that's actually a shitty start.
At least it's not the Bud Light virus, though.
Yeah, that's a shitty start to. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, totally.
I gotta make a shitty Corona joke.
Yeah, no, that's scary, man. Hopefully, it's nothing super serious. But yeah, no, fucking Mob Psycho is legit,
dude. This is a great anime.
You know what, dude, you can blast through them. The first season's 11, this one's 11 or 12.
Yeah, it's the same creator as One Punch Man. We didn't mention that yet, but
yes, it's good, man. It's good. You should watch it. Danny, what was your number 2?
My number 2 is Carolyn Tuesday.
Carolyn number Tuesday.
Nickel and Tuesday.
Oh yeah, Nickel and Tuesday. That was my Discord name. Not anymore. What's my Discord name now?
Toilet something.
Toilet Bound Nick Coon.
Yeah.
For this winter season. All right.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah, Carolyn Tuesday is good, man. This is another Netflix one, so that's why we're talking about it now. But yeah.
Yeah. It's good. If you like music, this is definitely up your alley, for sure. So, it definitely dives in.
Dive on in.
It dives on in.
But Tuesday, escaping the fancy, silver spoon rich girl life.
Yeah.
To play music.
Yeah.
And she runs into Carol.
Yeah.
And they fucking in the cities. What's cool about it is like it's in the future.
The future.
It takes place on this like. It's like a space station, right? But it's like a whole fucking.
It's in Mars.
Yeah.
It's just Mars. Dude, you know what I'm wondering? Is it the same universe as Arya? That'd be pretty sick. No, actually, it's the same universe as Cowboy Bebop. They have Woolongs, so.
That's right. Because the Shinichiro Watanabe show, too.
Dude, you know what would be sick? This didn't happen in the show, but it would be sick if, like, the... Oh, actually, that doesn't make sense. I was going to say, in the first episode of Cowboy Bebop, they were the bandits were trying to escape to Mars. Remember that?
Yeah.
Like the red eye. But they didn't actually get to Mars. I was like, whoa, what if you saw they're bandits in space? Like, you can't see that far from Mars to Earth, so never mind.
Yeah. So what
if they had red eye in Carolyn Tuesday?
God. What was some of your favorite stuff about it, Danny? Like, why is it your number 2? That's up there.
Mainly, honestly, because of the music. Like I said before, I'm like, it's my go-to soundtrack right now. I listen to it when I'm taking a shower. I'm listening to it in my car. It's just awesome. I love how they portrayed these two women joining together to make music, and this manager finds them because of a video that they post of that a video was posted of them, and their journey of becoming famous, or at least like that's what they portray, like especially in the beginning of every episode you hear Gus like talking about like that ending that of the episode of the series, when he's talking about like that 7-minute moment is what made them a legend and all that kind of stuff. So and there was a lot of moments where I had a lot of goosebumps while watching it, especially when with the episode with Flora.
Oh yeah, the washed up
Singer. Yeah.
The red-haired lady.
Yes, yeah.
Who's the guy in the wheelchair?
His name is Desmond. He's kind of like a legend singer. Like he's like
I liked
he's
I
kind of
liked the
like a
side character
mixture.
singers.
He's kind of like a mixture between Michael Jackson and Prince. Mainly more so of Prince than Michael Jackson.
Shout out
Dude,
to Prince.
and GGK, the moon lady or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah,
fucking
GGK.
weird. So weird.
But yeah, no, Flora definitely reminded me of like Whitney Houston. So like I'm pretty sure Watanabe definitely had like a lot of influential celebrities to create these characters.
Yeah, I liked the social media guy Piotr. Piotr? How do you say that?
Oh, it's Piotr. Yeah.
Yeah. Pow
God,
pow.
he was so annoying. He was really
annoying.
annoying.
I like how the lady the judge called him out. She's like, "Great music, but docking points for that insufferable catchphrase." Yes.
Good show. Didn't make my list I just didn't enjoy it as much as everything else on my list.
I just thought it was bad and horrible, and Danny has that's what Sam's saying right now.
That's not what I said. I hyped it up. I think I hyped it up way too much for myself, especially on the newscast. Anyway, yeah, I know. I think I hyped it up way too much. I don't know.
See, you can't
I like
get caught up in the hype.
I like the first half more than the second half, but I do like the way it ended. It was still a satisfying ending. But yeah, man.
I like some of the characters more in the second half, but I like the comedy of the first half when they were doing the American Idol or Mars Idol.
Yeah.
With what's his name? The DJ guy. I'm so bad at names.
Erdogan.
They're like, Erdogan, stall for time. He's like, well, I ate my favorite food is blah blah blah, and as you know, as Erdogan. He's just like so narcissistic. But yeah, but dude, yeah, the wheelchair person at the end, fucking
Desmond.
great. Desmond, classic. Angela's mother, who was like this, she kind of looked like the witch in Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh, the Witch of the Waste.
Just like this big like this like lavishly clothed woman, and she's overly aristocratic. I don't know, but yeah, fun show, dude. The robot too. That was another funny thing. Was that in the first half or the second half? Where they bought the robot?
Oh, that was the first half. They
bought that shitty little robot to like try to like make a video.
Yeah.
And it's like it just tricked them into like buying it beer and stuff.
Bender from Future.
It was Bender. Yes.
It was basically Bender. Hell yeah. All right.
Fun show. It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. All of it.
So do we want to mention our honorable mentions before our number ones?
Oh yeah. We talked about a lot of them with the other people listing theirs.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Nick. Yeah, you go ahead.
I was gonna say
you have some honorable mentions, Nick.
Babylon. Okay, so this show
sucks.
Yes. Well, yes, but actually no. But actually yes. So
It's so
Dude,
bad. It's good.
this show was written by, and I didn't even check this when I watched it, but it was written by the same guy who made Kato the Right Answer. And if you know anything about Kato the Right Answer, you know it had like this really fascinating premise, and then it just fucking dropped a big old deuce in the last couple episodes and just shat itself. And Babylon pretty much does a similar thing, maybe not quite as bad, but like they also had a lot of production issues because this show got delayed for like a full month, and it finally finished like a couple of days ago. But it was from last year. So this was like that weird suicide thriller where like this city is trying to legalize suicide, and who's behind it is this lady named Magame, I think is her name. And she's kind of like represents the Whore of Babylon, who like, anyway, if you look up the Whore of Babylon, there's some lore to it. But anyway, so it's like this show had a cool premise. It was really thrilling in the first like half, give or take.
First half, and then it got fucking boring.
And then it just like crapped itself. And the ending was just like, what is happening? What are they trying to tell me? So like, yeah, anytime a show has like production issues like that, it's probably gonna just shit itself. And if it's written by the guy, original creator, okay, Mado Nozaki. If you see that name, just be aware. He has talent. He just has to learn how to finish, you know? So, yeah, Babylon, honorable mention. It wasn't anywhere
That's
near
what
my
she
top
said.
list, but yeah. And then Blade of the Immortal, last one I'll mention is I love the aesthetic of that. It's kind of like, I liked it more than Doro from the first 3 episodes I saw, but it's not finished, and I haven't caught up to it. So, Kanata no Astro is my last one. Great thrilling space mystery. Lost in space.
That was a good one. My number one, let's move into our number ones, and I'm not going to talk about it because we already talked about it a lot already. But my number one was Vinland Saga. It just was. It was very fucking cool. It's a fucking sweet show. And it lived up to the hype ever since we hyped it up a few years ago. And I love it. It took me through all the emotions and then some. It was really fucking cool. So there you go. That's my anime of the year, Vinland Saga.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
and we didn't mention it had really great backgrounds and OST to go with it.
Definitely.
I guess that's kind of a given for our top shows, but backgrounds in modern anime are less common to be really good, because a lot of time they'll just use, they'll cheap out on it. But Vinland Saga, that was probably the best. That was probably the best animation it had, was the backgrounds.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
With the exception of like a couple of fight scenes.
Mm-hmm. Agree. A Demon Slayer too, I think, had a lot of great backgrounds and all the soundtrack
Yeah.
as well. But yeah, what was your number one? Nick?
Speaking of Demon Slayer,
Oh, perfect.
that's my number one. I'm a basic bitch. I like Star Wars. I like Ugg boots. I like Demon Slayer. Okay, don't bully me.
I had a lot of trouble deciding between this and Vinland Saga, to be honest. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. You can put whatever you want on your list, but I
Yeah.
picked Demon Slayer. This just had like the highest highs for me of any show. You know, when you get to the climax parts in the later half of the show, it's fucking amazing. Canapa Effect had a video on this where he describes like the animation and like kind of the basics of what went into it and why it was so great. And there's tons of reviews about it as well. But yeah, like this is just like everything I want a shonen to be, pretty much. It's exciting. It's extremely well animated. It's got the premise itself is pretty basic. He's hunting demons, right? To bring peace to the land, because these demons are basically like haunted, right? So it's like they got to bring peace, and he's doing that, and also to like avenge his family a little bit, and also to survive.
Mm-hmm.
But like just like the fights themselves too, or they were almost Hunter x Hunter-esque, where like they had to use a lot of strategy to win, right? Maybe not quite to that level, but there was still enough of it, and like the emotional stakes and like the way that they edited and cut together those fights was fucking amazing, dude. Like the drum guy who was like changing the dimensions of the room, or like the orientation of the room.
That was so good.
The demon lady who like kicked the soccer ball at them, and like there's like arrows pointing everywhere and was going fucking crazy.
She was like one of the top like guys, like generals of the.
Yeah,
A Michael Jackson army.
Yeah, Michael Jackson himself with like the fucking weird MC Escher landscape. Like he's in like Tokyo, or not Tokyo, but one of the cities. And and then of course the spider mountain fights, which is probably like everybody's pinnacle. Like if you go to YouTube and just type in Demon Slayer, that's like one of the top videos. It has like millions of views. But dude, and like the way that episode ended, best episode of the year. But yeah, like Demon Slayer, dude, fucking amazing. I thought, like, and spoilers, this one's going on my decade list too. So obviously, I thought I wouldn't have anything from this year on my decade list. That's why I was kind of down on 2019, because there's a lot of stuff that's like on the bubble, right? Like I might put Promised Neverland, I might put Vinland Saga, I might put Ascendance, Beastar, that type of stuff. But like Demon Slayer is 100% making it on, It's just fucking awesome, dude. Like the way the characters are great. Tanjiro's great. The girls are great. They're badass. They got that soft-spoken nature, but they're deadly, like a butterfly.
Hell yeah. And
I know a lot of people find his companions a little bit annoying, but you know what? It's a shonen. Fuck it.
Dude, whatever. They're awesome. I fucking love them.
Yeah, they're like dogs.
So the continuation of this is going to be a movie that's going to cover the Infinity Train arc. And then
that's coming out this year, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and then it'll continue on with the show. But yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I think it's gonna be really sweet. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for more. For show. Daniel, what's your number one?
My number one is drum roll.
Wait, everybody take a guess. Oh, you already said it. Okay.
Why? What were you gonna say?
I was gonna everybody take a guess. What do you think Danny's number one is?
God.
Yeah, no, it's Fruits Basket. Fruits Basket 2019. It's really good.
I need to finish this still.
You do. What are you waiting for, bitch?
What are you doing?
What are you doing with your life?
I was watching Babylon, Danny, okay?
Why were you watching Babylon? We all know that it's bad.
I heard it had a chance, and it blew it.
You blew it, man. You blew it.
Well, now you have time to fucking watch Fruits Basket.
Well, I gotta watch some more Decade stuff. Maybe I'll find time.
God. No, Fruits Basket's really good. I really like this remake. It's a good remake.
Yeah, and I'm excited for the second half.
So would you say it's better than the first one?
Ooh.
Because a lot of people say it is, I guess. I don't know.
Yes. Hard, yes. But also like a slightly no.
Well, yes, but actually no.
Yeah.
I love nostalgia
it.
For the.
I really do love it. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it's definitely a lot better than the original. Because it's more true to the manga, and I love the manga. The manga is one of my favorites. But I do miss the quirky soundtrack that the original had. And
like a Helsing Ultimate kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where like the first one had a better music.
Yeah.
I like the music in this one. I think it's really good.
I like the music too, but if you hear the quirkiness that the original had, you can definitely see why I'm very controversial with it. Because here's my thing also. With the Fruits Basket of 2019, they're definitely taking a more serious note for it rather than the original. The original was definitely was more over exaggerated with the comedy relief.
But that's why the author didn't want them to do it, right?
Yeah, which I can understand. In her manga, it's not like there is that comedic relief in it, but it's not so over exaggerated. Like with the characters Ayami and Ritsu, definitely I was scared on what they were going to do with them in particular, because in the 2001 original, they're very, very funny, and it's the episodes with Ayami in it are one of my favorites, and I crack up every time I see Ayami. So I was very nervous on what they were going to do with those two characters in particular. But once I saw what they did, I was happy with it.
Yeah, for sure. I think if I finished it, it would be in consideration. I just can't put it on my list if I didn't finish it.
Well, finish it.
Yeah, no, I personally think it's way better. Obviously, if you like the original better, it's purely for nostalgia reasons, because this one is better animated, better art and design. And
Yeah.
yeah,
I love
it's
the
just-
artwork in this one so much more than I do in the
I mean, you're
original
comparing
one.
a 2019 show to a 2000,
2001.
2001, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously, I think that's kind of a blessing in disguise for the original, because the original didn't follow the manga to the T, it has kind of its own thing going on, and you can watch them separately, you know?
Yeah.
So-
You don't necessarily need to watch the original to watch this one because they're completely different.
It's almost
So-
kind of like the Dean Fate Stay Night, right? It mostly follows the fate path of the visual novel, but kind of melds in UBW and Heaven's Feel together. So that's why it became kind of a big mess. But then you can also watch Fate Stay Night, UBW, and the Heaven's Feel movies, and then watch the Dean one separately as its own thing, kind of, you could say. So
You know what they call UBW in Texas? UBBW.
okay.
Sorry.
All right.
That's all I got.
Like,
Fate.
Also,
Am I right?
Also, another thing, I'm really happy for the English dub for Fruits Basket because they got a lot of the original
Oh, yeah, they did.
yep.
VAs.
Unlike Evangelion.
Oh,
Fruits
Oh.
Basket did it right. They did it right this time.
They did do it right.
Actually, you know
Yep.
what? No shade. Sidetrack. The voice cast did a pretty good job on Ava, but it was the script that fucked it up. Anyway,
yeah.
we can cut that if you want. But Fruits Basket, good show. Yep.
No, leave it. It's fucking valid criticism. I agree 100%. Hell yeah. No, fucking 2019 was a good year, you guys. I think it was really good. A lot of these shows are going to be on my top 50 for my decade. I'm going to say that right now.
You
Spoilers
sure
and
about that?
I
Ariana
am very
Grande
sure.
dot emoji.
I am very sure about that.
All right.
I am very sure
Not till you watch the list of things I gotta make you watch.
it's time to pay the pacho.
Well, I like that. Time to pay the pacho.
Yeah, we got time. We got time to pay the pacho, you guys. So, thank you for those of you who participated in sharing your lists and stuff. For those of you who didn't, you know, feel free to share, you know, what your 2019 list in our Discord, or share it with us on Twitter. And hell yeah! And also, if you got questions for listener question of the week, you know, just add Anime Summit and do it up, yo. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys like this. You guys like these longer ones. I know you fucking bitches. You love these longer episodes. So, but yeah, thank you so much for listening. Love you guys. I've been Sam. This has been Nick. This has been Danny, and we've been the Anime Summit podcast.
Mercy.
See?